Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a new week. Today's a very special day. I wonder if you know what today is. I'll give you a clue, show you something. Does that give you a clue, maybe? I've got a gorgeous ornament here. I was given in 2014 in the shape of a heart as well. It says a special teacher, best teacher, whatever. And I've still got that hanging in my music room because it reminds me of the person who gave it to me. So a heart, what does a heart represent? Heart represents love, doesn't it? We think of, when we want to say I love you, we always think about a heart. And today, of course, February the 14th, is St. Valentine's Day. And it's a day when people tell other people that they love them. The shops are being full of Valentine's cards, chocolates, all sorts of heart-shaped treats. And maybe your family have sent each other Valentine's cards. Maybe your grandma and granddad have sent each other Valentine's Day cards. Maybe if you're older brothers and sisters, they might have received some from their boyfriends or girlfriends. Maybe you've received one, perhaps from someone who loves you. And Valentine's cards are very often sent anonymously with just a question mark. And today we're going to be thinking a little bit about the heart, a little bit about St. Valentine's, and then we're going to have a little song to finish with. So, the heart is a pump. It's like a bicycle pump, and push air into a tyre, can't it? And so the heart pushes blood around our bodies. It does this about 60 or 70 times every minute of every day. Over 100 times a minute after we've been exercising or if we've been running round and our heart's going fast, it pumps about 100 times a minute. So in 70 years, it would beat about 2,500 million times. You can feel how fast your heart's beating by either putting your hand on your neck here under your jaw, or you can feel your pulse in your wrist, or you can just feel your heart beating. So you've probably got about 4 litres of blood in your body. And in a lifetime, the heart pumps enough blood around the body which would fill a huge building like the Royal Albert Hall in London. And the blood carries oxygen and food and waste around the body. It takes about 23 seconds for the blood to circulate around the whole body. And then it goes to the lungs and it picks up more oxygen and goes back into the heart again. The heart is a stronger muscle than your arm muscle. You couldn't flex your arm 70 times a minute for 70 years. You would be too tired and your muscle just wouldn't be able to take it. And the heart is pear-shaped, about the size of a fist. And it hangs in a tough bag just attached to what we call the breastbone. And because it is so powerful and so important to our bodies, people used to think that love came from the heart. And that's why we see hearts on Valentine's cards and we use heart as a symbol of love. Now, no one knows very much about St. Valentine. We're not sure who he was, but we think maybe there were 2 St. Valentines. There was a priest and there was also a bishop. And they were killed in Rome on around about the 14th of February, about 1700 years ago. And that's near the beginning of spring, when in the Middle Ages, girls and boys used to promise each other that they would be friends for a year and they would give each other a present. And so that day began to be known as St. Valentine's Day. So for hundreds of years, people have given each other cards and presents and flowers and gifts on Valentine's Day. We think it started in ancient Rome when they had a spring festival called Lupercalia. And unmarried men and unmarried women put their names in a big pot and then they drew out someone's name and that person would be their partner for the big celebration and the feasting and the dancing at the festival called Lupercalia I was given some flowers a long time ago. Let me show you. I was given these 3 flowers. Oh, I think it must have been, I can't remember, at least 10 years ago. They're not real, as you can imagine, otherwise they would have died. And they were given to me by 3 children in Africa, 3 American children who gave me this Valentine's present because I was with them on Valentine's Day. I was out at Beautiful Gate in Lesotho on Valentine's Day. And 3 children, Mercy, Eli and Faith, who were quite young at the time, gave me these flowers. And I keep them in my music room. I'm just blowing a bit of dust off of them because I haven't dusted them for a while. And they remind me that someone loved me or someone loves me. And they were given to me as a token of love from these children. And it's lovely, isn't it, when we have things that we remember that someone loves us, whether that's a present or whether it's a kind word or whether it's just someone giving us a hug to remind us that they love us. So Saint Valentine was murdered in Rome 1700 years ago because he was helping Christians. And so St. Valentine's Day is a time when we remember that Christians, people who follow the teachings of Jesus, need to love each other. Now, we belong to a Church of England school. We go to a Christian school. So it's really important for us to remember to show love to one another. And I wonder how we can do that. We can do that by being kind, can't we? By thinking about other people's needs as well as our own. And by helping people when they're perhaps feeling a little bit sad, by trying to cheer them up and being kind to them. And kindness is the best way to show love. In a moment, we're going to sing a song. I'm going to put the link up so your teachers can put it up for you. And the song is a very old song that we used to sing a lot in school, but I don't think we've sung it in the time that all you people have been in school. And it talks about love being like a magic penny. It says, love is something, if you give it away, you end up having more. We can't keep love to ourselves. It doesn't mean anything. Love is something that has to be shared. And it says, if you spend the magic penny, you end up having more magic pennies to spend. So perhaps you can listen to the song twice. You can listen to it once and watch the words, and then you can listen to it again and join in and sing. And then hopefully we'll be able to sing it together. So I'd love to be able to bring that song back. And so it's a song that we sing together in assembly. But before we sing it, let's just have a prayer together. And let's ask God to help us to help other people by showing them love, showing them friendship, because love and friendship are linked. They're one of our school values, aren't they? We sometimes think about love being about romantic love and falling in love, but actually love is just caring for other people. So let's close our eyes. And if you want to make it your prayer, you can say Amen at the end with me. Dear Lord, please help us to be loving people. Help us to be kind and caring. Help us to show love to people who aren't very happy, people who need a little bit of extra care. Help us all to accept love when people show it to us. Help us to be gracious and help us to learn to love each other just like you showed us when you came to earth and lived here. Amen. So enjoy the Magic Penny song, and hopefully I'll hear some of you singing it in class. And have a good week. And remember to be kind to people today, to be kind to your teachers, and to be kind to each other, and to show one another that love. Bye.